guys, welcome back to another video. So today I want to come here and talk about the fact that we've just got a bunch of news from New York Comic Con on Marvel and the MCU, and we've just got a bunch regards to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2, X-Men 97 Season 2, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, a lot of Season 2s, Wonder Man, and Vision Quest. We have a bunch of stuff to go through. I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of a long video, so we're going to break it all down. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, so on and so forth. So we're going to start with the top with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. They did show a little trailer thingy for Comic-Con. It hasn't been released to the public, but they got to see it at Comic-Con. Apparently Venom is shown in the trailer, which I'm super excited to see Venom in this show. I love Venom. I'm wondering who they're going to get to do the voice of Venom. I don't think that's been confirmed, but I am excited to see Venom. I think that that'll be great to see Venom in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think that that'll be so good. And then the other thing is Daredevil. Charlie Cox is still voicing Daredevil in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 in his classic red outfit. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I think that, because one of the things that Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has shown me, and I still haven't completed the season, that's why I haven't done a review on it yet. Same as Daredevil Born Again. I'm sorry. But what Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man showed me has how they could have done Spider-Man in the MCU. But you also kind of understand why they didn't do that, because Sony has already used Goblin, they've already used Ock, they've already used Venom, they've already used Sandman, they've already used Electro, Rhino, Lizard, and that sort of stuff in your Tobey and Andrew Spider-Man movies. So they had to go in a completely different direction with Scorpion, Vulture, and Mysterio. So I am excited to see what they're going to do with Season 2, but also Doc Ock is escaping prison in the trial apparently, and Gwen is seen sneaking around Oscorp. That is exciting to me. I think that I don't know if this is going to be like Spider-Gwen and Peter are in the same universe, or it's going to be somewhat connected to the Spider-Verse. I'm very curious to see if they make a cameo in Beyond the Spider-Verse, especially since that's coming out in 2027. So I'll be curious to know how they're going to interlace that with Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and how Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 is going to be even better than Season 1. On to X-Men 97 Season 2. I'm excited for X-Men 97 Season 2. But I have been a little bit concerned because I've heard that apparently, well, we all know that Bo DeMaio has been fired from Marvel. But the thing that makes me concerned about Season 2 is that they got the showrunner that does What If. What If has grown on me, but I don't love What If. I think that, even to the point where I haven't finished all of Season 1, and I mean, I made it through more episodes than I did originally. Originally, I only made it through 2, but I actually made it through more when I was doing my MCU rewatch, but I didn't get to Season 2 and Season 3. I'm a little concerned about X-Men 97 Season 2, to be honest. We did get the news that it's coming out in summer of 2026, and Season 3 is in the works, and they are talking about doing a Season 4 and 5, which makes me super excited, but also gets me super nervous, because if Season 2 doesn't end up being as good as Season 1, then we're going to look at a big drop-off where, like, no one doesn't really like the second season, and then it's like, alright, stop at 2, like, you've already done the best at Season 1, and you've kind of crapped with Season 2. So, as we keep going with X-Men 97 Season 2, It's going to be a time travel across multiple different time periods. We already know this from the end of season 1, that it's going to be some are stuck in the past, some are stuck in the present, and some are stuck in the future. And they need to get back to the 90s. Because X-Men 97 takes place in the 90s, you see. So, and then they did get a exclusive trailer for X-Men 97 Season 2 at Comic-Con. But these are the confirmed mutants: Cyclops, Jean Grey, Professor X, Magneto, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Storm, Beast, Jubilee, Sunspot, Morph, Forge, Bishop, Polaris, Psylocke, Colossus, Cable, Danger, Lady Deathstrike, Havoc, Archangel, sorry if I said that wrong, Omega Red, Sabretooth, Rachel Summers, and Apocalypse. That is a lot of mutants just for X-Men 97. And it's one of those things where, like, Apocalypse, we already knew Apocalypse was going to be one of the main villains of this season. I'm curious on how they're going to do it. If it's going to be a longer episode than season 1, where one episode we're following the team in the past, and then another episode is following Jean and Cyclops in the future, and then, because, again, like, we need to see where Gambit is, because Gambit died, so is he going to be one of the 4 Horsemen? Is Wolverine going to be one of the 4 Horsemen? Or, like, so, it's so curious that we're going to see that. And what we might do for X-Men Season 2 and leading up to Doomsday, I'm trying to talk to my cousin about getting the podcast back up and running. If you haven't subscribed to the Jack Films podcasts channel, please do, because I'm reviving the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. When Fantastic Four First Steps comes out to Disney Plus, we're going to review that. We're going to do some Avengers Doomsday rumors. We're going to break this down more. We're going to get his thoughts on this news. And I think what we're going to do for especially before Doomsday, maybe X-Men 97, but we're going to do all the X-Men movies except for Deadpool and Logan, because he's not 15 yet. So we'll do our review of the original X-Men trilogy, the Wolverine and X-Men Origins, and the Beginnings quadrilogy and New Mutants. And then when he eventually hits 15, we'll review all the Deadpool movies. We'll probably do Logan first, and then we'll do the Deadpool trilogy as a whole. Or we'll do Deadpool 1 and 2 as one episode, and then Deadpool and Wolverine as another. So that is really exciting to see that we have so much news in terms of X-Men 97 Season 2. It gets me really, really excited. Then we have Daredevil Born Again Season 2. I am on the last 3 episodes, okay? I'm slowly getting there. Right, so here we go. So it's coming out in March 2026, so I need to finish Season 1. Luckily, I only have 3 episodes left, but I'll probably need to watch the whole series again. And Season 3 is currently being written, and Charlie Cox did mention the other members of the Defenders, like Luke Cage and Iron Fist, because we do know that Kristen Ritter, Jessica Jones, has been confirmed. She even showed up on stage. I'm curious if they're going to give her a comic-accurate costume, because it's one of those things where I'm kind of curious on what they do with that, because the Netflix show went for super realistic type of thing, and Daredevil Born Again super realistic, but also, because it's Marvel, it's going to tap into the fantastical kind of side where, they've, Daredevil's actual first appearance after No Way Home in She-Hulk, they actually went back to the classic comic book red and yellow, which is one of my favourite Daredevil suits. It looks so good. Say what you want about that show, but that suit of Daredevil's is so good, and I love it. Okay, and they also did get a exclusive trailer. I'll tell you what, these boy exclusive trailers, man, it's ridiculous. And, but they did get a sneak peek of some scenes. They got a scene of Karen and Matt kissing and dancing. Foggy Nelson and his return, which is really shocking. I'll talk about that when I talk about season 1 and I do my review of that. And Karen, Matt, and Dex out at a diner getting milkshakes. Fisk has an underground prison, and the return of Jessica Jones and Fisk doing boxing. So, like, Fisk doing boxing, I feel like he doesn't even need to do boxing. He's already a so scary, imposing threat that he doesn't really need to do boxing. But the underground prison thing gets me really, really curious about it. So, okay, so Wonder Man. I haven't done the trailer reaction to Wonder Man yet. I probably will. But it's one of those shows like Ironheart where I'm like, I'm not interested in that. Like, I know. There was something about Ironheart that kind of turned me off, and there was something about Wonder Man when they announced it kind of turned me off, because I was like, what are you doing? Because, like, I had no idea who Wonder Man was. So, I watch it and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen it, but I did see, I think it was the coming soon to Disney Plus when Deadpool and Wolverine was coming out on Disney Plus, and they did that snippet of coming in 2024, and it was Deadpool and Wolverine. Then coming in 2026 was the Daredevil board game, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and stuff, and they also showed Wonder Man, because Wonder Man was meant to be coming out at the end of this year, but it's coming out in January of next year. So, I'm curious to what that is, because they're going with the whole meta thing, which I think that I'm curious how they do the meta thing, because I really liked the way that they do meta stuff in the Deadpool movies and in She-Hulk. So I don't know how you're going to do that in Wonder Man necessarily. So I'm curious about that. But yeah, so I'm kind of curious about that, but we'll see how it goes. And we did get a poster as well, so that's cool. Now, Vision Quest. Now, it's going to be a wrap of the WandaVision trilogy, starting with WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and Vision Quest. Really, really cool. And then it's going to be released in sometime in next year. And then about the White Vision has all of the original memories, and he's struggling to connect with the emotion of the original Vision and stuff. And this is what gets me very curious about this show. We'll see all the MCU AIs in human form in this show. Like, we'll see Ultron, we'll see Vision, Friday, Dummy, Edith, and Jarvis, which is kind of strange, because Jarvis is Vision. So, that's a little confusing to me, but anyway. But they will appear in human form, so that is very curious. I'm very curious about that. And, will take place in Vision's mind, and also, like, Ultron, is going to be, in it, and saying to Vision stuff like, "You're a ghost hunting down your old footsteps." That is crazy. Like, I'm so curious about this show. I think that there's something about this show that makes me very intrigued about, and stuff. So, I'm kind of curious. And they have confirmed Tommy is coming back, because we already got Billy in, Agatha All Along, and now we're getting Tommy in Vision Quest, so really excited. So that's all the news that we got from New York Comic Con in terms of the MCU. We haven't really got anything from DC. We got some of the comic stuff, but you guys know I'm more talking about the movies on here. But we did get news that they're discontinuing the Ultimate line, and and on the DC side of things, they are continuing the Absolute run. So that's exciting. So guys, please I will be doing more. I need to record a few more videos. So, guys, please hit the like button down below and hit subscribe to the little bell icon to get notified of future videos I make. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.